these two officers were in fact out there, right, on police business. They were armed, right, in a police vehicle. They followed that vehicle, but in relation to the vehicle and the speed, they had lost the vehicle at a distance, but during that time they summoned assistance from other vehicles. So they had lost the vehicle within that area and they called for assistance. So that is the information that I received up to this point from the ACP, who is the executive officer covering that region. I know there is a lot of chatter on the Facebook and social media in relation to it, but the most that I can bring to you is what was told to me in relation that they did in fact follow that vehicle.
In 13, because everybody who's working in building 13 is being attacked. 2 shot dead, 1 attempt last night, but everybody is attached to building 13. Building 13 is where you have the monsters, where you have the persons and them who did a lot of wrong, where you have the persons and them who kill a lot of people, high profile people. I don't want to call them because I don't want to prejudice nobody trial. But just letting you know, they have threatened to kill 13 prison officers between now and Christmas if certain demands they have made are not met by prison authority. General Secretary of the Prison Association, General Secretary of the Association, Lester Walcott, made this startling revelation at a press conference earlier today, saying that the recent killing of prison officer Trevor Serrett and Nigel Jones, both who work at Wayne Jackson building, were connected to the facility.
Absolute madness. For the last 4 months, no law-abiding citizen could get a legal firearm to protect themselves because they've stopped it. But criminals are now just bringing in illegal firearms and building their arsenal. So obviously there's going to be a situation where evil is going to overwhelm good. And it is getting worse, and there's nothing else being done because of the individuals who, again, are so desperate to be political. Vernon, let me tell you, they have spent more time trying to deal with character assassination of Gary Griffith, which has not worked. They have thrown mud on my white shirt and it stayed. There was no stain on it. They tried everything. And the more they threw it, the more the public started buying into the fact that, really? You're really going with that? And they keep throwing investigation reports and everything. And then they have their media people. So Rhea Tate is the mouthpiece for anything that happens. Rhea Tate gets a leak of the NSC. Rhea Tate gets a leak of a letter from the PSC. Rhea Tate gets a leak of text messages Keith Rowley will send to me. Well, let me tell you something, gentlemen. If Keith Rowley feels that little boy attitude of sending private text messages between a commissioner and a prime minister, he sees it fit to go public. If I start to reveal text messages, there might very well be a snap election before the end of this year.